They want to be, and that's in the lead.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Boswell's kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Goff on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, Goff. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
From the red zone now, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff looking for someone to throw to. And that is incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the 1st down line was as much as the offensive guys did. did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Let's go. Blue, land it. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. Detroit.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They're going to look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, and this one's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Goff now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw is gone. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
All right, now look at 56.
On 1st down, Goff trying to lay one up deep. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 35 that time. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
No. Check, Patriots.
Play action. It's Goff. And Latimer's got it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So they're on that play offensively. They ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, How tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Watching now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
You and me, we show